Can an air purifier get rid of pet odors? Well, it depends on which pet odor. Body odor, urine or poop, whether it's in the air or whether it's hair and dander. Well, let's go through each of these and I'll show you some of the technology that can help with the full range of pet odors. Well, for the pet's body odor, there are shampoos out there I've seen that are natural that actually help kill the bacteria that causes the odor. And then also if the animal rubs themselves in the carpet, the only way to get rid of the odor out of that is really going to have the carpets professionally cleaned. And so an air purifier may just reduce the airborne odors, but it won't get rid of the body odors themselves. Then when we talk urine or other accidents in the carpeting especially, the technologies we can use to reduce the odor are negative ion, electrostatic, and carbon. And again, it's not going to take all that odor out of the carpeting if you've got accidents there or stains there as well, because that is going to continue to breed bacteria and release into the air. So that's going to need to be cleaned to really start fresh with clean air. Then these technologies are going to help maintain healthy smell all the time. So let's go over what these technologies do and the pros and cons. Well, the negative ions are really good for reducing odors and pollution. It goes from the machine out into the room, so it'll actually handle the far corners of the room as well too pretty well, negative ion. And it's also natural, not only natural but also healthy for the animal as well as for ourselves, because negative ions are what nature creates and that our bodies need, both our pets' bodies and our bodies as well. Negative ions are what waterfalls and oceans and forests create. It's why often we feel we can think more clearly and feel healthier out in nature. Whereas like indoor air, especially when you're indoors in the winter and you have the heat on all the time, or in the summer and you have AC on, it actually kills the negative ions. So the air becomes very dead and you have a low level of negative ions, which affects sleep, affects how we think, and affects even our energy levels as well too. And negative ion is a very inexpensive technology. There's no maintenance involved. It's a very small device that usually goes at the end of the purifier out by the fan, but it can actually, can help you sleep, think better, have more energy, etc. So for us and for our pets, negative ion is something I suggest for everyone. Electrostatic, you've probably seen these advertised. These are the washable plates that attract some of the things in the air. So they're positively and negatively charged plates that attract molecules that are opposite. A lot of pollution is charged in a way that the plates will pick that up, and then you wash it out and the plates release a lot of black or dirty water. That's soot and pollution, etc. So electrostatic is good for reducing odors, for pollution, and for smoke as well. The challenges are some of them were taken off the market that have the flat plates because some of them created ozone as a byproduct, which is not good for your health or for your lungs and for your pets especially. But if you can find ones that have the mesh type of electrostatic, those generally don't produce ozone and are very safe. And the mesh type are just the plates, but there's a lot of holes in it, so it doesn't create ozone. And then they're inexpensive and easy to maintain because they're washable. And then carbon is very common of use for cleaning water and air. And carbon being a mineral, it's very porous. It has thousands of little tiny chambers and openings and holes within it. So as air passes over it that has any kind of gases, odor, or fumes, it can absorb and hold those gases, those substances. So carbon is good for reducing odors and fumes, and the maintenance, it usually needs to be replaced periodically when it becomes filled with odor or gas. It's basically the same technology that we just went over to cover any odors in the air: negative ion, electrostatic, and carbon. And again, an air purifier is not going to take, even with all three technologies, the odor out of the carpets completely. Those are going to need to be cleaned, but it will reduce the odor in the room. Then we get to hair and dander, and to get those out of the air, we're going to need a HEPA filter and a pre-filter. And a HEPA filter, I'm sure you heard about those, is HEPA stands for high energy particulate air. It's a cloth-like material. You find them in HEPA filters, also in vacuum cleaners sometimes now, and that's because it's good for hair as well as pollen, dust, particles, and dirt. And for maintenance, they also need to be periodically replaced when they become brown or black from particles and or dirt in the air. And then a pre-filter is good for hair and dust, just like the HEPA, but it's going to gather your larger molecules. And what's good about it is it extends the HEPA life and it saves you money. And they're fairly inexpensive, and usually they're washable. So here are some air purifier suggestions for pet odors based on the technology and the problems we just covered. Well, the ideal is really to have HEPA for hair and dander, a washable pre-filter for hair, dander, and extend the life of the HEPA, a washable electrostatic for odor and pollution, negative ion for odor and better health, and then carbon for odor and any fumes. And ideally, since the HEPA and the carbon have to be replaced, that you find some version of replaceable filters. And for that, I have a few suggestions. For pets, you could go with either the AliveAir or the AliveAir Mini. The AliveAir is a larger unit, and the Mini is a smaller version with almost the same number of technologies. For the AliveAir Purifier has a pre-filter for hair and dander and pollen, HEPA, negative ion, carbon, electrostatic UV, and TiO2. What's nice about it is the replacement filters are $33. That's for HEPA and carbon. They're both combined in one filter to make it affordable and easy to change. Has a 3-year warranty, a money-back guarantee, and it covers over 850 square feet. And it has these auto sensors that actually monitor the air quality. So if there is a problem with odor, the fan will actually speed up on it. And then the Mini is a similar, smaller version, covers less square footage. It has HEPA and a pre-filter, the pre-filter and electrostatic, which are washable, carbon, and again, with this one too, the HEPA and the carbon are combined into one filter, which is smaller and it costs less. And then it is negative ion for odor. So it also has UV light to kill viruses, bacteria, and germs. And that's $129 at AliveAir.com. Both units are on sale now with free shipping via the links below the video. So I hope this has been helpful in terms of discovering how to get rid of pet odors in your home.